wow, look at that. It is a beautiful day outside. Okay, I know what to do. It's gonna be an outdoor vlog because today is the day I am following these hobbits out of the Shire on an adventure.
Mr. Frodo, where are those goblins? Gotta take care of the important things first. That's how we roll. We get just for 2 days or 3 days, we need all this stuff. These many baggages. Just for 3 days.
Let's go! Yeah.
This girl forgets her flip-flops. What do I have to do? That's it? Okay, I'll go back and put them back.
No!
Gotta grab some important things here in life. Just so we can cling on to dear life if we fall. The big question is, how do we fit this into the car?
I just got back from climbing out in the nature. Not the rock climbing where you need the rope and the harness and all that kind of stuff, but just some good old-fashioned bouldering where all you need is a good pair of climbing shoes and some good boulders, rocks out in the nature where you get to be a part of the nature and be one with the nature and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, the sun is so bright.
Come on, Rachel. I'm sure we can figure out a reward for you too.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I don't want that kind of award. Yay!
If I don't factor in all my childhood climbing experience, then this is my first time climbing outdoors, out in the nature. Silvi and Guy, they kind of went bouldering outdoors here close to Berlin on the Czech border. They had an outdoor bouldering book for that particular region in Czechia, Děčínský Sněžník. I probably have butchered the pronunciation, but that's how I would read the name. And the book was really well structured in terms of identifying all the nice rocks that had all these cool routes and then categorized them per difficulty level, and then also several maps for each and every rock on how to find that. It's a giant vast region, mountain region, so you could really get lost if you don't know where you're going. That was also a part of the fun, like, you know, it was like an adventure trying to find our next rock. Like, you have a mission, you have a destination at between every single rock, trying to find the one that you need, looking at the map.
Here we go. We climbed down a mountain from a non-trail path. Now we're here in a place where there's not a single rock around us.
Whether you like it or not, there is a moment meant for us.
It's got that really awesome adventurous feeling to it. Well, especially when you're not thinking about ticks or anything.
A lot of this kind of path, but it's good, it's awesome. Because lucky me, I got my on shoes on.
The lake has turned to a golden sun. I'll never get tired.
We feel so professional with all this bouldering equipment. So professional. We're like the pros here. Just top notch. Finally found the rock.
I'm over here, cross. Whether you like it or not, there is a moment meant for us. And now you made it, but I already played this. Not interested. Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadow me, I want. Guy is on
Silvi and Guy, as mentioned before, they've been going out to this area in Czech for outdoor bouldering, and they found this amazing accommodation out, like, you know, in the middle of nowhere, in like this tiny little Czech village called Chermna. Not even sure if it's like a village or not.
Just because Guy is a great customer who pays in euros.
Started with Sylvester, which we'll get before we leave.
They became friends with the host, Mikhail. He's quite a funny guy. He's like pretty awesome to hang out with.
No. No. No.
No.
And anyway, this one is handmade from the Moravia.
Yeah.
The special from the plum.
Oh.
Spirit of the plum.
The first time I was there, we were put in rooms, probably because it was quite cold during that time in Easter. But this time when we went back with Rachel, we were put in barns. My first time sleeping in a barn. Where's the haystack? Barns are supposed to have haystacks, right? So ooh, just like that. Oh yeah, right there. We were like thinking the whole time, like, this could have been like an awesome place for this giant slumber party with a whole bunch of people in there.
It's even got that authentic looking feathers.
The spread is slowly getting bigger. Oh, I feel so healthy just by looking at it. Getting bigger and bigger by every minute. That's a bad throw.
No, I don't want it.
He doesn't even wanna play with me anymore. The last year in 2018, when I first moved to Berlin, it was like Silvi's sport, and one day I just tagged along with her just to check it out what it was all about, and it just immediately like flashed me back into my childhood where I grew up in India, South India, in a house with a backyard with a bunch of trees where I was just like, you know, climbing and swinging from branch to branch, heavily influenced by this movie George of the Jungle that came out during the time. Yeah, it just got me back to Shanky's primitive childhood days where I spent most of my time just doing regular South Indian kid activities.